Alright, here we go, 100 days in RLCraft, the hardest Minecraft mod pack out there. This isn't just Minecraft, this is survival on steroids. Everything gets out to get you. Dragons, giant birds, sea serpents, this Sharknado thing. And honestly, I don't even know what that is. It's disgusting. I'm not just here to survive. I've got a goal. By the end of these 100 days, I'm taking down a dragon. Yes, I know it's a long shot, but hey, we're here for the chaos, right? So grab a snack, kick back, and let me take you through this insane adventure. Day 1, I spawned in the middle of the ocean. And guess what? There was a sea serpent right there. Like seriously? I didn't even have time to look around before I got chomped. Next spawn? You're gonna love this. I ended up inside an ocean monument. You gotta be joking, right? This game clearly wanted me to suffer. I knew this wasn't gonna be easy, but bro, it was so much worse than I expected.
Nope. Oh, okay. I guess so. Alright.
At this point, I wasn't even trying to survive. I was dying strategically. Jump in lava? Sure. Embracing fall damage? Why not? Anything to escape these cursed spawn points.
Hey, look at that! An ice dragon! What a surprise! Just put me out of my misery.
After what felt like 50 spawns of pure chaos, my luck finally turned around. I landed somewhere pretty decent, to say the least, and that's where this journey really begins. I spawned next to this tiny village with a couple of battle towers right next to it, prime real estate for looting. The area looked awesome, plenty of structures to raid, and best of all, there were no dragons in sight. This was it, the perfect spot to set up camp. I started by looting the village. It wasn't much, but hey, it got me some food and some basic supplies. Not too bad for day 2, but I still needed some tools.
There are 2 ways to get tools in RLCraft. The boring way, get the flint, make the flint knife, blah blah blah. I'm not doing that. And the pro way, gather small rocks, grab a crafting table, find some leaves for some sticks, and boom, you're golden.
I turned the small rocks into cobblestone, made myself a pickaxe and got even more rocks. Then I crafted an axe and finally chopped my first tree. Because you know RLCraft, you can't just punch a tree like a normal person. But just as I started feeling like I had a handle on things, the sun started setting. And oh boy, let me tell you, nothing good happens at night in RLCraft. No way I was risking it, so I sprinted through the village desperately looking for a bed. Safe. For now. Next day, it was time to move and level up in a big way, or at least in a big tower. This place was perfect for a starter base. There were blocks of ore right in the floor, and this cool little greenhouse at the top.
Jackpot, am I right? Oh my god, what's happening there? Oh no, is there a dragon around here? Bro, I just got here!
It was chaos already. And the loot? Yeah, the chests were pretty much empty. Classic RLCraft. Still, I made the best of it. I grabbed some extra torches lying around and lit up the darker areas. Gotta keep those mobs away.
Alright, here's the deal. I know those structures. The villager mansions or whatever. I know they have some crazy loot inside. Those are the first things I'm gonna explore. And over there, defiled lands. Oh my god, it's still burning. We have to be careful when we go there.
This structure wasn't just any old base though. I knew it had a few secrets. First, there were armor sets around here that are gonna be a lifesaver. And those ore blocks, even better. What I didn't know at the time is that there were even more blocks of ore hidden in this structure. I'm talking right here, above the first pillar. You break some cobblestone and boom, hidden treasure. I never heard anybody talk about this, but trust me, it's there. I was gonna find out soon enough. I spent the rest of the day turning on every single redstone lamp in this tower using buttons, getting everything nice and lit. No creepy visitors allowed. Speaking of creepy visitors...
Hey little buddy! Oh no, this is my tower. There's not enough room for the both of us, buddy. Oh my god, look at that poor tree, it's still burning. What a day. Good morning! So, funny thing, I just realized I forgot to record yesterday, so day 4, yeah, I totally skipped it. But don't worry, nothing exciting happened. I was just looting the village.
The loot from the village wasn't amazing, but at least I wouldn't have to worry about food for a while. I grabbed everything I could carry and headed back to the tower. That's when I snagged the armor stands laying around. The only problem is I couldn't wear them yet, or so I thought. Some weird glitch let me pick up and equip the gold armor, but I wasn't gonna cheat the system. I made a saw so I could make planks more efficiently and use those as fuel to purify my water. With clean water, tools, food, and a plan, I set out to explore. First stop, a campsite. I looted the sleeping bags and whatever I could find, leaving the locked chest behind. I'm pretty sure it's not worth wasting a lockpick. After dropping off the loot at home, I went back out and I found one of the campers. The poor man was stuck in the tree.
Oh, don't worry, buddy. When I come back from my adventure, I'm gonna get you to safety. Just hang in there, okay? I'm gonna save you.
And I did. Absolutely nothing to save him. I forgot about him completely for the rest of my 100 days. I don't even know what happened to him. Anyway, next I headed toward the villager mansion thing. I was worried there might be a dragon nearby since, you know, the tree was still on fire. When I made it to the mansion, all the villagers gathered around me like some kind of welcoming committee, but of course I ignored them and got straight to pillaging.
Oh, I thought this chest was empty. True strike. A saddle. Oh, I can get a horse now.
Then I went to the secret trap door that leads to the secret basement. And boom, secret room full of secret stuff, including secret XP tomes hidden in the bookshelves. With my new levels, I upgraded farming to level 2 and defense to level 3. But wait, there was another tome. With that, I hit 17 levels and bumped my defense to 8 and attack to 3.
Oh, finally, I can wear some iron armor.
I spent the rest of the time just wrecking the place, breaking every single decoration in the mansion. Books, candles, you name it. Loot is loot and I wasn't gonna leave anything behind. Once I was done, I headed back up. I found a ton of interesting stuff, but inventory space was basically non-existent, so I had to plan 2 trips. Classic hoarder problems. One of the highlights, I found a crown that gave me some locational armor. And let me tell you, the best loot was up on the top floor. But since my inventory was already stuffed, I had to head back home, unload everything, and come right back to grab the rest.
Bro, I'm such a hoarder. I'm pretty sure I don't need half of this stuff, to be honest. But I just have to grab it all. Look at these barrels and all of these bricks. I'll grab those. I wonder what they have in the armory. A bunch of arrows and bows. Nice. And upstairs, yep, another chest, but no space. I'll just grab a bow for now.
My inventory was maxed out again, so I headed home. On my way back, I noticed something in the distance.
I think that is a mega battle tower. I've never done one of those before. I mean, it's not like I played a lot of RLCraft, but if I can get some amazing gear, I'm definitely giving it a shot.
Back at the base, my storage system, or lack thereof, was a total mess. I was just dumping everything everywhere. No organization, no logic, just pure chaos.
Alright, I could level up my attack to 4 and I'm gonna store the rest of my XP.
And for the last trip, I grabbed more loot from these poor peasants, and after clearing everything that I could, I started planning my next stop.
I'm pretty happy with what I got so far, but I know there was another mansion here. I just don't remember what direction it's in. Let's figure this out. Okay, so that's the one that we just looted, and I think we need to go over there.
I think it was around day 7, and I set out for the other mansion.
Hello guys! Is anyone home? I'm here to take your stuff.
And wow, the loot did not disappoint. First chest had a few armors for smelting and an enchanted apple. After that I went straight for the tomes and grabbed everything else from the barrels.
Let's use these levels. Getting my attack to 8 for sure. Magic to 5. Let's see what's upstairs.
While I was busy looting, the villagers were doing their best to test my patience.
Oh my god, you're being so annoying. Stop it. Stop it.
Anyway, I managed to snag a bunch of ores, medical supplies, and even a mending and unbreaking tree book. But as usual, my inventory was full again. That's when I had a brilliant idea.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What if I leave these 2 plasters here. Grab this leather, get this wool, and yes, game changer, boys.
The backpack I just crafted was doubling my inventory space. Now I could go full hoarder mode and grab everything, including the stuff I'd probably never use. With my newfound freedom, I cleared out the armory and headed on my merry way until I saw something that I've never seen before. A pool of purple water.
Huh? What's this? Ow! No, 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 no. What happened? I've got the plague. I'm plagued. Oh my god, who are you? No, not the horses. Oh my god, of course.
I died, and not just anywhere, I poetically died in a cemetery. Because, you know, another slap in the face. Thank you, Shivaxi. That's the lesson of the day, folks. Never get too curious in this mod pack. Now all I had to do was get my revenge and recover my stuff. Fueled by rage and maybe a little overconfidence, I marched back to the cemetery, ready to throw hands. But then, anticlimactically, my enemies, they despawned, like they were gone. Of course, this is RLCraft, so while I was standing there feeling smug, I somehow managed to make a new enemy.
This is what they do. They steal. Bro, give me back my stuff. Oh my god, what the hell is that? What? What even was that?
You know, I could have left the poor mouse alone, but no, not me, huh? But hey, I managed to recover most of my gear, except my bow. Rest in peace to my bow, I have no idea where it went. Once I got home, I decided it was time to chill and sort through my stuff. I also got to work on a cozy bedroom using the bookshelves and decorations I borrowed from the mansion. By day 10, I was pretty happy with how the bedroom turned out. Could I do better? Yeah, for sure. But for now, it's pretty good. I spent days 11 to 13 redecorating the main room and sorting everything I hoarded so far. But I'm not gonna make you guys sit through all that. Day 14 was adventure time again. I stopped to feed some wildlife and I traveled quite a bit and found another villager mansion. Of course, I started grabbing all the loot and XP tomes.
Excuse me, I'll grab these real fast.
I leveled up my gathering and mining to 8 and put the rest of my XP into farming.
Great decorations. It's not like they're using them, okay? And these candles. Oh yeah, my house is about to get an upgrade.
The best loot was upstairs, as always. I found respiration, aqua affinity, sharpness, efficiency, silk touch, and luck of the sea. Absolutely amazing. I even looted the attic for anything else that could fit in my inventory. On my way home, I thought, hey, why not check out the defiled lands biome, right? That was a terrible, terrible idea.
Ooh, pink slime. Oh, that's so cute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god, you're not little. No, 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 no. What the hell? Don't judge me, okay? It seemed not threatening at all. That hurt was left of my dignity.
This cute pink slime absolutely wrecked me, but I managed to get back, but the slimes despawned by then. I recovered my gear and headed home, only to realize I'd left my backpack behind, because of course I'm that smart. So I had to go back, and guess what? I got attacked again.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ, what's your problem? Why did I just do that? Eventually,
I got home safe with all my treasures and started sorting them again. Day 16 was more sorting, more smelting and leveling. I dumped a bunch of XP into farming and building, then decided to expand my farm. But I didn't have enough crops, so naturally I stole them from my neighbors. Day 17 started with plans to explore more, but that didn't happen because, of course, there was a blood moon rising.
Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? I'm blocking the doors. Oh god, this place better be safe for tonight. Gotta block all the doors. They'll find a way in. They always do. Oh no, that's not good. It's full of mobs outside. What is that? Jesus Christ, woman, stop healing them. What? It's a bird carrying a creeper? You're telling me if I was outside, that thing would have dropped a creeper right on my head? Oh great, now the forest is on fire. Can this night just end already?
Surprisingly, nothing too crazy happened, and I made it through the night. Next day, I went back to exploring and thought, hey, why not give the defiled lands another shot? Spoiler, another extremely terrible idea. I stepped in and saw a spider and thought, oh, it's just a spider. It wasn't just a spider. This thing was something of explosions, vortexes, and God who knows what. And it absolutely destroyed me. But I wasn't giving up. I grabbed the bow and went back.
Come here, you disgusting creature. Oh no, don't you dare. How you like that, huh?
I found a little house, and while hoarding these beautiful purple carpets, I noticed one of the carpet pieces was actually a trapdoor. But to be honest, I'd had enough of Defiled Lands chaos for one day, so I just left it alone. It was none of my business what was going on down there. I also found some bookworms, which seemed kinda cute. I know they're important in RLCraft, but I don't remember why, and I didn't stick around to find out. Day 19, I stumbled upon another village, of course, looted everything. Low tier enchanted books, armor, crops, you name it, I grabbed it. I even took some of the carpet for decorating my base, literally anything I could carry. I spotted another tower like the one I was living in, so I went to check it out. It was easy loot, armor, chests, ores. And keep in mind, I still didn't know there were more hidden ores in these towers. That's something I'd figure out later. After some much needed sleep, I cleared out the remaining inhabitants of the tower and mined all the ore blocks. All the XP I gathered went straight into upgrading my magic skills. Then I headed back home and spent the rest of the night and a couple of days staying organized, sorting my inventory and smelting. It was time. I geared up to conquer my first battle tower. I headed in, blocked the exit, and began my ascent. My approach was slow and methodical, blocking doorways and using slabs to protect myself.
I have to be careful. There's a guy trying to steal my sword. One of those sticky ones. You can't touch this, boy.
Thanks to the amazing XP from this battle tower, I could finally level up my skills. I made sure to use as much XP as possible before the inevitable happened, getting one shot by a mob. I leveled up everything I could, grabbed some healing items, and went back in.
Oh, look at that, some enchanted books. Gather up, boys. Come on, these guys don't stand a chance. The levels are pretty good, though.
I climbed floor by floor, clearing mobs and soaking up all that glorious XP, but I left the loot behind for now. My plan was to clear the entire tower first and come back for the goodies. The absolute best thing that happened is that a spider dropped a bezoar, which is the most valuable bauble you can find early game. This little beauty protects you from all poison damage, and it's an absolute lifesaver in RLCraft.
Come at me, bros. You want some of this? That's what I thought.
And as I said, eventually my worst fear came true. One of the mobs managed to one-shot me.
Nice, nice.
But I couldn't stop there, right? I kept pushing forward, leveling up along the way. Day 29 was all about progress. I brought some of the loot back home, and with all the XP I gathered so far, I was finally able to wear diamond armor.
I would really like to upgrade my weaponry. I'd like to try this diamond longsword, but I do not have enough levels for that right now.
Still, wearing diamond armor felt like a huge milestone. I was ready for more. On day 30, I returned to the battle tower for more slashing, smacking, and whacking, and the grind continued. And I finally had enough XP to get my attack to level 16, which meant I could wield my diamond longsword. With that, I managed to clear the entire battle tower. Now came the tricky part. Looting the top chests without aggroing the tower golem. Opening those last two chests directly would mean certain death. But I had a plan. A simple one, really. Using a hopper, I could funnel the loot into a barrel and grab everything safely. Genius, right? Well, it's not my idea, actually. Some actual smart person figured that out.
Those Jin guys, sweet lord, what is that? What is that disgusting thing? Oh no, nope.
I lost it somehow. I didn't know where it went, and honestly, I wasn't going to look too hard to find out. When I felt safe enough, I started looting the chests one by one and getting everything back home. The haul was pretty good. On day 33, I got to the top floors, set up my hopper and barrel, and started grabbing some incredible loot, including a broken heart bubble.
Oh wow, this is a pretty big deal. It's probably going to save me from a lot of sticky situations. Wait, what the heck? Where'd you come from? Gentlemen, please chill. I'm just trying to make a living here.
And this was it, the last chest.
Okay, all I have to do is pick this lock and pop that baby right open. Let's see. It's not that impressive, but it's good enough. Time to take all this stuff home, including the torches. Oh god, not another event. Cinderfall. Oh my god, get in the water. Get in the water. Oh wow. Oh wow, that didn't help at all. Great.
This event turned into a complete disaster. I kept dying trying to recover my stuff, spawning cinders in both my villages.
Oh my, I'm not safe anywhere. How am I going to do this? Come on, boys, I'm not just trying to lure you away from the village, don't worry.
Every attempt to get my loot back ended in disaster. Even a giant bird came and picked me up, tossing me around like a rag doll. It was chaos. Eventually, after a few desperate tries, I recovered most of my things, though I was pretty sure some items had despawned. Worst of all, I lost my diamond longsword. Day 36 was all about getting back on track. I made a season clock so I could keep track of the seasons, harvested my crops, and spent the rest of the time smelting unnecessary items for XP and materials. I also sorted through all the loot from the tower. By the end of day 37, I was ready to start planning my next big move. I was happy with my progress so far, but I knew that I had to keep moving forward. I had to take on a second battle tower, so I started preparing. First, I gathered more dirt for blocking exits. Then I built a reforging station and started reforging my belt and backpack until I got the undying quality. This gave me more damage resistance, extra hearts, and magic shielding, perfect for surviving tougher battles. I also built a bauble reforging station, but that turned out to be a dead end, and I realized I needed spectral silk to reforge bubbles, so that plan would have to wait. And just like that, I was ready for another battle tower. I started blocking the lower windows and I got attacked almost immediately. But honestly, I was feeling pretty confident. Most of these mobs didn't seem like much of a problem. I went in, smacking them left and right, thinking I had it under control. And that confidence? Yeah, RLCraft had other plans.
Just wow,
Things were not going to be easy. There is a reason this is considered the hardest mod pack in Minecraft. It is an absolute nightmare. Case in point, this moment, right here.
Jesus Christ, what the hell is this? No way. No. This was a close one.
And it was really close. I didn't fully understand what had just happened, but I think it had something to do with the blighted mob. If it wasn't for the recall potion, I would have been toast. And guess what? On day 42, I went back, and the exact same thing happened, except this time, no recall potion.
Nice.
I managed to recover my belongings and continued the grind. Along the way, I leveled up my skills and started stacking up some serious good loot. Bezoars, music discs, heart shards, you name it. The climb to the top went surprisingly smoothly after that. No crazy incidents, just lots of XP and plenty of good items.
Okay, we're at the top. This is where it's at. Oh, look at that. A block of diamonds. Oh, I feel so blessed. Wait, what's this? A flare gun? A flare gun? I wonder what's used for.
Let's take a moment to appreciate my innocence here. because by the end of this series, I was going to find out exactly what that flare gun does and regret every word I just said. And so I took my newly found treasures home. I spent the next couple of days sorting and arranging everything. I smelted a bunch of items for some extra XP. I made myself a shiny new bow, but of course I wasn't quite ready to use it yet. I also crafted a few scrolls that were definitely going to come in handy later. And of course I forgot to record this part, classic, but I got myself a horse. I named him Pimple, and Pimple was going to be my trusty steed, helping me travel faster and explore more of the world around me.
How many of these towers are there? Not that I'm complaining, I do love me some diamond blocks and free diamond gear, but I thought they were rare. I guess not.
And of course I ransacked the tower. I grabbed everything I could get my hands on. The blocks of ore laying around. I even digged the armor under the chest. I got the anvil, cleared all the mobs inside the structure, and left with a bag full of goodies. Day 51 to 55, I just continued exploring. I found another village, which was a blessing. There was plenty of good loot inside, and I spent some days there grabbing everything and taking it back home. And my main concern was finding more battle towers. I spent days exploring, and finally it led me to a village with a tower nearby. But there was a problem. There were two dragons in this area. One had its nest right next to the tower. And the best course of action was, yeah, you guessed it, completely avoid that area. We kept exploring and exploring, more exploring, and Pimple and I found another battle tower. This tower was gonna be a complete nightmare for me.
Oh, there's a villager mansion over there too. I think I'll loot that before tackling the tower. Oh god, no. No, I don't like that.
Turns out there were sirens nearby, vicious creatures luring me in their hypnotic song. But I had an idea.
I think if I make a boat, I might actually have a chance to fight these things. I just need some earplugs first. And maybe I can grab some shiny scales.
Dealing with the sirens wasn't too bad, and I managed to get my hands on some shiny scales.
That wasn't as hard as I imagined. Let's check out this mansion. Am I even recording this? Oh, I am. Okay.
I ransacked the entire place, grabbing anything important, enchanted books, XP tomes, and everything else, really. I marked the tower near the mansion, and I used the return scroll to head back home and drop off the loot I gathered. Then I got back on Pimple and began the long journey back to the battle tower. On the way, I made a quick stop at a small spawner structure for some extra XP. It wasn't much of a challenge, but it's just a nice little detour. By day 59, I finally reached the battle tower. Most of the run went smoothly. I picked up lots of XP and some good loot, but then somehow I managed to sit down on one of the stairs. But with my quick thinking, I decided to use a return scroll to save myself from what could have been a disastrous mistake. In case you didn't know, if I would have pressed shift, it would have dropped me to the level below. I had to travel all the way back, but I was successful. I recovered my sword and I was feeling confident. I jumped right back into the fight, smacking the hell out of a blighted skeleton. But it seems I upset his friends because moments later I got attacked by a poisonous one of vengeance, exhaust, rare twin-lipped skeleton of retribution, and I got wrecked.
Wow, that's insane. This is exactly why I didn't want to start playing RLCraft in hardcore mode. I was almost at full health and this skeleton just absolutely destroyed me with a single shot. But hey, dying isn't always a bad thing. Now it will be easier to recover my items. All I need to do is craft one of those grave scrolls and teleport right back.
I teleported outside the tower, thinking it wouldn't be a big deal. But how wrong I was. This simple glitch was about to land me in a really bad situation. But this time I managed to recover my items and continued grinding through the tower, smacking another blighted skeleton. And that got me all the way to level 30. And that's when it happened. I got wrecked by a zombie. At first it didn't seem like a big deal, but when I used the grave scroll, it teleported me into a cave system. And if you know anything about RLCraft, you know caves are ridiculously dangerous. As if that wasn't bad enough, when I got home to gear up again, the most horrific thing happened.
What the fuck is Shadow Games? No! My horse! Pimple! Pimple! No! No! I can't believe this! Poor Pimple. I'm so sorry. Oh.
I was devastated. My trusty steed was gone. Even with that, I did manage to stay safe during this event, and I had no time to mourn. I had to recover my items. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that I spent an unbelievable, ungodly amount of time trying to recover my stuff. And all I did was keep dying. But at least I was managing to grab them in my inventory for a short second that allowed me to reset the despawning timer. I even got another horse because I was too scared to use the grave scrolls again. It was so frustrating. Finally managed to recover some of the things, but some did respawn, including my first set of diamond armor, and there was nothing I could do about it. Thankfully, a zombie was still carrying my sword. I recovered that and went back to clearing the tower. I took some loot home and grabbed lockpicks to break into some chests. Most importantly, I found a heart container. I dug underneath the tower and used a hopper to loot them safely.
Not bad, not bad. Could have been better after what I've been through. But hey, it's okay.
Next couple of days, I just started bringing the loot home, sorting everything, smelting everything, and getting everything organized. That was it. The next couple of days was just sorting through all my loot. I was pretty happy with the amount of ores I'd gathered, but I still didn't feel entirely prepared. I was a bit disappointed because watching other series, it seemed like I should have made more progress by this point, but honestly, everyone plays Minecraft in their own way, and this was my adventure, okay? Day 73, I finished organizing everything and even managed to craft another heart container.
Alright, okay, let's use this disintegration tablet I just crafted and get some spectral silt. These charged emeralds cannot be destroyed. And I still have no idea what they're used for. If you guys do know, let me know in the comments.
I also crafted some heating glue for liners, but only had enough for a chest plate and boots. And I wasn't going to waste them yet, hoping to craft the Aussie ones that will keep you both warm and cold. On day 74, I went back to one of the villager mansions to grab an enchantment table and started building a safe place for my horse. I wasn't going to lose him like I lost Pimple. And if you want to name him, drop off some suggestions in the comments. I decided to set up my enchanting station on the second floor of my base and spend some time redecorating the whole room as much as possible.
I completely forgot to record this because this is what I do. But above this pillar in the tower was another block of diamond. I really can't believe this tower had like more blocks. It's crazy. But it was right here. Just like that.
It was my time to dive into enchanting. RLCraft has way more enchantments than vanilla, and I didn't know what most of them did, so it was painfully slow looking up every single one in the J menu, but I kept at it, learning more about RLCraft as I went. It reminded me of the early days in vanilla Minecraft when I had to research everything to figure out how to play. It was quite nostalgic. I kept re-rolling enchants, searching for something useful. With the enchantment books I'd gathered so far, I managed to put together a great silk touch pickaxe, though I couldn't use it just yet. I also made the only potion ring I could craft at this point, which was the Ring of Speed. I crafted a soul gazer and a summoning staff, hoping to start summoning some of those blue minions. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough knowledge yet, so every chance I got, I gathered more.
Oh yeah, boys, let me suck that knowledge.
And I had a brilliant idea. If I got an emerald block, I could lure villagers back to my house, multiply them, and start trading with them. And it worked. I brought 2 villagers home, but no matter what I tried, they wouldn't breathe. I smacked down a bunch of doors, placed beds, threw stacks of food. Nothing worked, and eventually I just gave up.
I'm done. If you know why this doesn't work, if there's something I'm missing, just let me know, please, because my patience is like officially run out.
And so I crafted a bunch of scrolls, hoping one would teleport me to a new random place so I can find new battle towers. But spoiler alert, they didn't work like that, but I didn't know that. I didn't know how they worked. They only returned me to certain waystones. And with no other options, I packed my backpack to explore more. Before leaving, I checked out my villagers one last time.
Ooh, buddy, I don't think you slept well last night. You're disgusting. You're disgusting me. Don't look at me. Don't.
After that, I just grabbed my horse and I hit the road again, desperate to find some more XP to craft proper gear. I found 2 villages right next to each other. After pillaging everything I could, there wasn't much worth taking, to be honest. But increasing my render distance helped me spot a battle tower in the distance. And even better, it was right next to a random waystone. And boy, I was ready to tackle the battle tower. But let me give you the short version because I'm not gonna make you sit through another battle tower grind. So using the waystones, I headed back home to grab my enchanted gear for extra protection and a bucket of lava from a nearby floating structure to keep warm. Then I went straight to grinding, cleared everything one level at a time, stored my XP using a XP tome, and carefully grabbed all the amazing loot. Just as I cleared the entire tower and was about to get into the good chests, another mob event started, but this one wasn't too bad. Mostly just birds, honestly, just birds. It was kind of boring. Well, except for one blighted mob that caught me off guard, but in the end it suffered a fate worse than death. With that out of the way, nothing stopped me from reaching the last 2 chests, and the loot was absolutely amazing. I found a cross necklace, a bunch of recall potions, and so much more. Oh my god, I was feeling on top of the world. With my newfound fortune and a few tomes full of XP, I returned home and I decided to test out the flare gun I found earlier, expecting to like light up the area or give me some night vision or something.
Oh yeah, let's see what the flare gun does. Is it just gonna light up the area or? Oh no. Oh no. Of course it sets everything on fire. Oh my god.
After dealing with the unintended chaos, I began sorting my loot and smelting the items and materials and getting XP, and I spent the next few days enchanting and trying to upgrade my gear. And finally I managed to enchant some books with Lifesteal 2 and Vampirism 2, which is supposed to be absolutely great, allowing me to leech health from my enemies.
Oh, that's awesome. Wait. Oh no. I destroyed the lifesteal. What? It's not compatible with the longsword, or maybe it's not compatible with vampirism. Of course.
Despite the mishap, I ended up with a decent sword. It had blessed edge, education, vampirism, and sharpness. And I also improved my armor. On my boots I got fire protection 4, sliding, high jump, depth strider, feather falling. On the chest plate I had magic protection, strength and vitality. Helmet had physical protection and respiration. And on my pants I had protection 4 and agility 2. Though it wasn't perfect, I felt confident enough to try to take on a dragon. I knew my 100 days were coming to an end, so I opened up my atlas and searched for the nearest dragon.
Oh yeah, this is perfect.
Before heading out, I tried equipping some new baubles, including the Broken Heart bauble, but I realized I didn't have the required magic levels. I also crafted a pride pendant for some extra heart, but it caused mining fatigue, making it unusable. I cannot use it in my offhand with a two-handed weapon. But I was determined. I traveled through the waystone to face the dragon. This was it. All my preparation and planning since day one. I summoned my minions, who of course did absolutely nothing. I tried to land a few shots, but my aim was absolute trash.
Oh god, I suck. I need to get closer. It's the only way.
This was it. I was ready. I got closer. With nothing to lose, I charged in.
Oh wow. Just one shot me, bro.
I returned to recover my items, only to lose my speed ring in the process. This wasn't gonna stop me. I went back in, but the dragon was far too powerful, and that was gonna stop me. It became painfully clear that I wasn't ready. I needed better gear, stronger weapons, and upgraded bubble. There was no defeating this dragon, not today. And that was it. On my 100 days in RLCraft, I didn't complete all my goals. But that's okay. Minecraft isn't always about accomplishing the most. It's only about your journey and your story. And this was mine. And in this story, we had lots of adventures. We made some enemies and we made some loyal friends too.
Before we go, there's one more thing we need to do. To honor our fallen friend. We had a great journey there, buddy. Rest in peace.